What's happening, guys? Dreddy Eddie here, back with another video, back with another vlog. And today we're doing a gear review of the Sony Zv1. It's a vlogging camera. It's for entry-level photographers and videographers, primarily the YouTubers. And yeah, this is a gear review, so I hope you guys enjoy. Today we are talking about the Sony Zv1 video photography camera made by Sony for YouTube vloggers. So the reason I picked up this camera, obviously I'm very much a Canon person, is I needed an entry-level camera that does photos and videos for a gift, a family member. And very often I get the question, what is the best camera? And this is a question that I get from people that aren't really into cameras at all. So they want a camera that can kind of do everything. So from my research, actually having to purchase and put my own money towards it, I've jumped ship from Canon and gone over to Sony because this small camera hosts a huge load of specs that you wouldn't really expect at this price point. If you were to buy this camera brand new, it would probably come in around £700, £800, which sounds quite high, but because it's been out for a while, you could probably pick this up secondhand or a lot cheaper. I was able to purchase this around £450. So I would do an unboxing experience with you guys, but because this is secondhand, I'm not going to pretend that it's brand new, okay? It's already out of the box. So here it is, the Sony Zv1. There's a few different versions of this model. There is a model version of this which has a fixed focal lens, a 24 fixed. However, because this is the one camera to rule them all, I wanted the varifocal lens so they can zoom if they want to. So this camera has a lot to offer. It's got a 24-70 built-in lens, so you don't have to be swapping lenses. It's 1.8 aperture to 2.8 at its furthest point. 1.8 for a built-in lens, that's absolutely amazing. Zeiss is obviously written on the front of this, so they've done some magic there. It's got a 3/4 inch screw mount on the bottom, so if you wanted to put this on the tripod or a gimbal, that you can. It's basically cramming as much in as it can in the small package. Also, it's got a nice flippy out screen. For a few years, flippy out screens were hotly debated because lots of different camera manufacturers were doing them slightly differently. This is very similar to Canon in that you can flip it out and flip it back on yourself if you needed to do some vlogging, which is really useful. It's got an amazing built-in microphone. As well as that, it's got a cold shoe at the top and a headphone jack. So if you wanted a small microphone to be able to get slightly better audio quality, it's already there, it's ready to go with that. It's also got a small HDMI out, so if you wanted to actually feed the signal elsewhere and have it as part of your YouTube workflow as a top-down camera, then you can totally add that and it will fit right into your workflow. So I'm going to do some vlogging on this. Here we go. This is definitely not the third attempt I have done at this video, but this is with the 24-70 lens that's built in. You can see the kind of distance you're getting if you're holding it outwards at this distance. And it's got eye tracking, so if I go in close like this, which would probably scare some people out there, you can do, and it will track and follow. So hopefully the audio is pretty good. This is a test of the audio from the built-in microphone. And hopefully it doesn't sound too bad in this quiet environment. It might actually be quite good. So there we go. That's the vlogging. Of course, this camera is designed to do a little bit of everything. The form factor of this is very ergonomical. That's how we're putting it now. That's pretty much my first impressions. It does a 1080p at 120 frames. 4K at 30 frames, so it's great for slow-mo as well. So it's got a little bit of everything. I'm gonna go do some vlogging with this and let you know some more of my thoughts on it. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm gonna end this here before I laugh anymore, and please like and subscribe, and hopefully this isn't the worst review you've ever seen on YouTube. What's happening, guys? So today is gonna be vlogging day with the Sony Zv1. I've attached the Rode Video Mic Mini to the top, so hopefully this is going to help the audio a little bit as well. I'm not even using an attachment, a GorillaPod at the bottom here. This is literally just handheld, trying to keep this camera as small a form factor as possible. But to be honest, I'm quite impressed. It's got stabilization in there. It can even record proxies if your computer can't handle the files out of this camera. So awesome. I'm pretty impressed. The fact that it's so tiny,
little form factor, and you get a nicer lens than you would out of a camera phone. You get a nice screen so you can see yourself, so you can check your framing, and you can just straight away plug in external microphone into it. It's smaller versions of everything, and there are compromises with this camera. However, this camera's not meant to be the very best in the world. It's meant to be a better option than your mobile phone, and to try and be able to break down in your bag to a very similar size to a mobile phone in your bag anyway. So I'm going to vlog today. Today we are going, and I can even see the audio levels. I can see that I'm not even peaking. I haven't changed the audio settings at all, so hopefully the audio is sounding good. And I can see it's doing a pretty good job of face tracking as well. It can see my face, it can see my eye there, so that's good. Yeah, today we've got a charity event over in Essex, taking Ryan with me. He's going to be on photos, I'm going to be on video. I've already packed the bag, I'll show you that in a second actually. Just catching up with club edits at the moment. We had Casbah, Yard and a birthday party yesterday, so just trying to chew through the edits so we can go to this event tonight without having to worry about people chasing us after images. We've got a few clubs on tonight as well. We've got JJ's, we've got the Yard, and Samoan Joe's, Teasers, Cargo as well. So it's a busy night even while we're away. We've got Zv1 working, Cash is going to be doing a couple of clubs, and we've got the new guy Jack as well. You look after your club photographers and then they won't take terrible photos of you. That's how it works, right? I'm going to show you quickly the kit that I have, and when I do this I'm going to switch this microphone around so it's facing towards me, so hopefully the audio is still good. Quite quickly I can get like a voiceover kind of shot just in camera. I'm quite excited for this, so yeah, I'll show you what we're actually taking. I gotta say, I'm actually quite impressed with this camera so far. We're shooting 50 frames a second. The shutter is 1/100, double your shutter speed. Make sure you double your frames a second for your shutter speed. Aperture is at the 1.8 because we're shooting at the widest point. And ISO for this shot is actually 3200, so I wonder if it actually looks clean. We're going to test the low light of this camera later on. But so what we're taking today for this job, we have the C70 right in the middle. That's going to be our main camera today. We've got extra batteries for that as well. Lenses, we've got the 7200 hidden away here for long shots. We've got the 35 because I love shooting on the 35 for video. We've got the 20mm for the wide shots, and we have a 24-70. I would usually take a 24-105 because of the inbuilt stabilization for the actual lens. However, today I think it's going to be quite a dark environment. I hear there's not going to be too much in the way of extra sound tech. But we've got the R5 as well as my B camera. That's going to be flying on the gimbal, and that will probably be flying with either the 35 or the 20, and then I'll use the 24-70 on the C70 to get close-up shots. I've got an external monitor in this little pouch here as well, so that's going to be great for previewing the image as we go. Battery powers here for the R5, battery power here for my mobile phone, because of course, and we've got the DJI, if the camera's even going to focus on it. This autofocus is actually really quite grippy. It knows what it wants to focus on. You gotta tell it what to do. Here we go. We've got the DJI mic here, so in case they want to do any talking to camera interviews and stuff like that, we can quite quickly sort that out. So yeah, that's my video bag. On top of that, I'm going to take quite a bit of lighting. So we've got a spotlight here, aperture spotlight, light storm, which is awesome. I can control that from my mobile phone. And we've got just a general video light here. It's not a great video light, but for interviews it'll be fine, with a little softbox here attachment. And we've got tripod, we've got sticks, and we've got monopod in there as well. So that's the main kit that I'm taking for video. Obviously extra light stands for light, and Ryan's going to be taking in extra stuff, 2 cameras for photos. Funny factor. Oh, look at him! He's wearing his digital flow! Very nice!
Everyone's got it on.
Yeah, wearing it.
You got a belt like Batman.
I got a Batman belt because this doesn't quite fit my pocket with the microphone. You excited?
Yeah, well, somewhat.
Somewhat. He's probably half asleep, bless him. He doesn't sleep very much nowadays, does he?
No, not a lot.
We have arrived somewhere in the wilderness in Essex, and yes, we're at the golf club. We're going to load in and see what the situation is like.
as much as possible, I'm going to take you guys along so you can see what our setup is and how we go about things. Obviously, I'm not going to start by waving a camera in people's faces, but as soon as possible, I will be whipping it out.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
That's not what she said.
We're on the job. We've got the most beautiful background music to work to. I'm probably going to get copyrighted. So yeah, we're setting up our gear. We've got Ryan. He's got his camera stuff out. We're going to have a light set up for the entrance. And we have the R5 on a Ronin RS2. And we've got the C70 in all its glory with an external monitor, getting close-ups. And we're going to be doing interviews throughout the night as well. So yeah, hopefully this camera can still keep up with the low light. 24 lens is actually kind of a good lens. It's not too wide. Hopefully it's not too unstable. I'm going to get some B-roll with this camera, and then I'm going to get some B-roll with the proper cameras. Sick. Taking a picture of a picture in case you need a picture from the picture, yeah? Of course. Oh, yeah. Event done. We've got some wicked shots, lots of party stuff. C70 is probably not the best camera for this kind of event, but there you go. Ryan's already tired. He's ready to go. He's waving me down. So that's the end of the vlog. Thank you very much for watching, guys. As you saw from the little bit of footage I managed to capture, it's a very colourful event, and it's going to be a fun edit when it's done. So keep tuned for that, but hopefully the audio is not too bad at this point. It's going to be interesting editing this one. We'll see what happens out of it. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. Keep it easy, stay beautiful. See you later.